What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, and Premier League football is back after all these months in lockdown and, hoping for football. It is finally back. It won't be the same as it was before. No fans, unfortunately, at the game. But Arsenal are back, and what easier way could we come back than Manchester City away at the Etihad? Of course, I'm joking. What a nightmare of a game to start back with. The reigning champions of the Premier League, who are superb at home. We haven't beaten Man City since the FA Cup semi-final in 2017. A game I went to, actually. Alexis Sanchez scored the winner. And, I remember, was it Nacho Monreal scored the equaliser after a great ball in from Oxlade-Chamberlain. But, of course, those three players we don't have anymore. Can we beat Manchester City? Is this the best time to play them? Will they be lacking intensity? They haven't really got a lot to play for in the Premier League. They're not going to win the title. Liverpool will win it. And Manchester City really are just fighting for whether they come maybe second or third or fourth. They're pretty much guaranteed a top four place. Of course, Pep Guardiola's had a very difficult time during this whole pandemic. He unfortunately lost his mother, so he will be, I'm sure, very motivated to use football as a distraction, and he will not want to lose to his old assistant manager, and Mikel Arteta. I'm sure that will keep him very motivated and wanting to win this game. Now, how do I think Arsenal should line up? I would like to see Leno in goal. I don't think Cedric is quite fit, so I would go with Bellerin, David Luiz, Pablo Mari and Kieran Tierney. Now, I know some people might be thinking, Mustafi was playing decent before the lockdown, but for me, Mustafi is a player that I would sell in the summer. Despite the decent form, I want to see what Pablo Mari's about, and I think throw him in at the deep end. I think him and David Luiz may have a half-decent partnership. They seem to have an understanding. That's what I would go with. The midfield, I would probably go with Xhaka, Torreira and Joe Willock. Xhaka and Torreira more for that, protection. To protect the midfield slightly. But I would go with Willock ahead of Mesut Ozil. I think his energy, he scored goals in these friendlies. He's looked sharp. I was tempted to play Ceballos ahead of Xhaka, but I think Arteta will play Xhaka. I don't think Torreira by himself gives you enough defensive protection. Xhaka gets the nod. You know my thoughts. I would sell Xhaka in the summer, but in a game like this, Xhaka and Torreira is the best defensive base that we can have. I would play Willock as the third midfielder, the runner, the pace. I think he would cause City problems. Fernandinho's not the quickest. De Bruyne doesn't really like defending. David Silva, if he plays, doesn't like defending either. And then a front three, for me, I would go with Martinelli on the left, Pepe on the right, and Aubameyang through the middle. To me, the key to beating Manchester City is pace and his counter-attack. You've seen the way Liverpool have played against City and had success. We can't go toe-to-toe and just attack. Their attack is better than ours. They have a better midfield. They will keep the ball more. What it is soak up the pressure, hit them on the break. They are vulnerable at the back. And, the likes of Otamendi and Stones and Laporte, they're not the quickest. I would like to see Aubameyang through the middle now. I know a lot of people say Aubameyang has done well on the left. He scored a lot of goals. City have a lot of strength on the right. They'll probably have Kyle Walker and Mahrez, maybe even Bernardo Silva. And I think Aubameyang will have to do too much defensive work, helping out Kieran Tierney if he starts on the left. So I would save his legs, play him through the middle, try and hit City on the break. Martinelli, I think, has more of a work rate to help our left back than Aubameyang. And I would save Aubameyang's energy through the middle, try and hit City on the break. And then you've got the likes of, Lacazette, Mesut Ozil, Ceballos. Decent substitutes to bring on, because the 5 substitutes will play a big part in this game. It's going to be interesting. We've waited months to watch Arsenal. I'm excited. I'm hoping that we can win. It's a very difficult game. If by tomorrow night we've been spanked 3-4-0, we'll be all wishing it was null and void. But you never know, do you? I'm going to go for 1-1. I'm being optimistic. I'm going to be honest. If Manchester City turn up and they play well and they're at it, I don't see Arsenal winning the game. I don't even see Arsenal getting a draw out of this game because, let's face it, Manchester City are a far better team than us. But if we go there, play with discipline, defend properly, the midfield do their jobs, and we hit them on the counter-attack and use our pace and take our chances, maybe Man City slightly off, off the pace slightly, shall we say, and not fully motivated, then maybe, just maybe, we can nick a result. I'll be back tomorrow, more content tomorrow, before the game, and maybe even during the game. I may do a live watch along tomorrow. I'm just trying to organise 1 or 2 things, but I'll let everyone know about that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Look out for the 2 new videos I did yesterday. Another preview with Kevin Campbell and Kenny Ken. Brilliant, lots of laughs and a few serious topics. And a very funny video that I did with the UK's best football impressionist, Darren Farley. So funny. Go and check that out as well. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and I'll be back tomorrow for the big game. Bless.